Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Simon. I'm a chief engineer here at Daxt, and today we are gonna be launching Relativity on mission SCom V3 M-A.1. Some of you that were watching us yesterday know that we were trying to launch this mission, but due to bad weather we had to scrap it for yesterday, unfortunately. But today we have got another attempt on launching this mission. Everything is looking good at this point. No actions on board the mechanism are required, and we are go for launch currently. Now we are doing after a planned hold, as on the first launch we did before the planned hold. It was not good, so we switched to an after planned hold. You may hear all the thunder in the background. That's because yesterday we had a heavy thunderstorm. Now it's not raining, but there's still thunder in the background. And we got 54% good weather, better than was yesterday. It was 37, and everything is looking good so far. Now we are gonna talk a bit about the payload we have got here. Now, payload is very unusual for us and for our services, as today we are not gonna be launching either Mallow or any satellite that is made by Daxt and provided by Daxt, but today we are going to be launching SCom V3 satellites for Saturn Aerospace. This is first mission done by Saturn Aerospace. If we forget one mission of SCom that has been launched on Exodus by Wolf Aerospace. This launch is the first ever launch of SCom payloads on a customer rocket of partner of a Saturn Aerospace. We are 11 minutes 45 seconds before launch. You can see I have venting over there. That's normal. That means the rocket is fueling up and getting ready for the launch. At T-minus 2 minutes, the vent will end, meaning that the fueling has been completed, and will be meaning that we are getting closer and closer to launch. So we are all here in mission control and in launch control, excited, and we hope everything will go as planned for this particular mission, because this mission is very interesting and very important for DAX, as this mission may or may not mean if DAX will get more payloads from Saturn Aerospace or not. Now, relativity is just 10 minutes away from launch. Everything is still looking very good at this point. There are no holds required, no actions required. Everything is looking good. We say hello to everyone in the chat here. And hopefully we will get the launch soon. So let's talk about yesterday's launch attempt. Now, yesterday, all the crew has been fueling the rocket. Everything was looking very good at this point, but sadly we had a scrap for the day, for yesterday to be more accurate, and we are now launching today approximately 1 hour later than was yesterday planned. but we are still on track with everything needed. And we should be getting closer and closer to a T0. Also, I want to talk like not as commentator or CEO, but as a streamer. Does anyone here know how to fix the issue that the feed from Kerbals is smooth, but when it's going into OBS it's not? Because I have got issues with that. Well, back to the launch itself. Everything is looking very good so far. We are not having any issues on the launch vehicle, any issues with range. We should be getting a nominal signal from the launch vehicle, currently standing on the pad, fueling up and getting ready for launch. We're 6 minutes 55 seconds away from the launch. Everything is looking very good so far. There are no major issues with the launch vehicle. So, let's watch the final 6 minutes. Six minutes 20 seconds into flight. Launch. Propulsion engineer has confirmed that the engine chill has been completed, meaning the first stage engines are fully chilled and ready for launch. Same thing for the second stage, but second stage is gonna get its full engine chill shortly after liftoff, as we do not need to have got an engine chill on the second stage before the launch. So, yeah, here is a closer look on the rocket. Here you can see the venting from the tower that will end shortly in around 3 minutes. You heard lightning in the background, far in the distance. And there is an interesting new thing I want to tell you about. And that is that this launch is very, and when I say very, I mean very, very unique. This launch is a launch from first launch from Launch Complex 39B, made done by a DAXT Aerospace, or DAXT in short. That means that this is the first ever launch we are gonna have got from this launch pad, and hopefully it will be a successful launch. We hope everything will be going good and as planned. So, let's watch the final 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the launch, and hopefully let's enjoy a good liftoff of the rocket. We're 3 minutes and 24 seconds away from launch. Everything is looking very good so far from this point of view. We are on a nominal fueling. Everything is looking very, very good. Launch director has called a go around 7 minutes ago before the stream has properly started, but the fueling is continuing to be nominal. We are going to be seeing tower vent ending soon. That will be followed by a rocket vent ending as well, and that will indicate that the rocket has stopped fueling. And there you have it, tower vent has ended, and the rocket vent should end soon as well. And there you have it. The maiden vents from the rocket has ended and been closed. Rocket is now pressurizing for flight. Everything is looking very good so far. There are no major issues on the vehicle. No issues that need scrap or abort. So let's enjoy the launch of Relativity with an SCom V3 M-A.1 to a low Earth orbit. We are launching 6 SCom V3 satellites. They're gonna be joining already constellation into orbit that is made by a Saturn Aerospace. We are getting very close, really very close to launch. So let's listen to the count. I will be silent after the -1 minute and we'll let you listen into the launch. One-minute mark. There you have it, 1 minute mark. I'm gonna be silent now. Let's listen to the launch. Relativity startup. This is LD. We are go for launch. 35. 25. 15 seconds, go for terminal count. -10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, ignition, 2, 1, 0, launch command. And we have a liftoff. Go Relativity, go SCom. Pitching downrange. And there you have it. Relativity has liftoff from Launch Complex 39B at Cape Canaveral at Florida, and is now pitching a downrange to gain more horizontal speed as well as the vertical. Everything is looking very good so far. No action required. There you see the middle engines gimbaling. On the graphics there you can see all 9 engines on the first stage are on full throttle. Everything is looking very good so far. The rocket should be in cloud soon, and there you have it. It has entered the cloud layer. There are onboard views. Everything is looking very good so far. are now apparently above the cloud layer. It means we are accelerating into the space, launching SCom V3 into a low Earth orbit. Stage launch propulsion is looking nominal. Current parameters nominal, and the wiggle is supersonic. Look, I just broke the sound barrier. Everything is looking good. Maximum dynamic pressure. That means the rocket is experiencing the maximum of aerodynamic on its fuselage. Experiencing the maximum stress on the wiggle. Everything is looking very good so far. Stage 1 and 2 engines nominal. Second stage engine chill is nominal. First stage engine propulsion is nominal. Both stages got engine fuel tanks pressed for flight. Everything is looking very good so far. Soon you'll see the engines under the expansion. That means that we are higher in the atmosphere, which there is less dense air, meaning engine plumes can expand and will create an amazing views on the rocket. Everything is looking very good so far. 6 SCom V3 satellites bisecting aerospace are now heading to space. On the left side of the screen you can see mountains that are on the shore. You can see also amazing clouds in the horizon there. You will be getting more pictures from this launch later after end of the stream on our social media, so follow us. Link to Discord is in the description. And this is just amazing view there, the cloud layer with the mountains and the plume expansion. This view never gets old. Coming up shortly is main engine cut off, stage separation, and second stage ignition, followed shortly by a fairing separation, showing the payload and making its way to the space. We're getting closer and closer to the main engine cut-off, stage separation, and second stage ignition. I think it's looking very good so far. No need for flight termination, even though we have it powered on and armed. We don't need to trigger it. So everything is looking very fine so far. We are going to reach orbit today. Looks like everything is good. And we go for this milestone. There's a bit of heating, that's normal. Relativity is now successfully fixing its bad luck it had on the first 2 launches, with this as the 3rd successful so far. Previous launch was Relativity with Milo, and before that was Relativity with Titan M2B module. You may see on the next launch we belong to first stage. That's because we are going to be using block B and not block A of Relativity. That will mean extended photons on first stage and better performance overall. Currently we are close to the main engine cutoff, stage separation and second stage ignition. Here's inside the first stage. We hit the payload fairing. Now we are close to the launch, to the main engine cutoff. You can hear engines getting quieter and quieter as we are more up in the atmosphere. We had loss of telemetry here. We apologize to my main engine cutoff. There's the stage separation. We have got some issues with the telemetry here, but it's nothing unexpected. Oh, and apparently we have got second engine start. Everything is looking very good so far. There is view from the interstage. There is the payload fairing Jetson. It's got multiple small payloads on board. But everything is looking very good so far. The director thrusters have shut down. We're going for a bit higher orbit, 450 kilometers than was first intended, but still, this mission is a great success. We can't wait to launch more payloads like this into a low Earth orbit. Now, shortly we will see a main engine cut off, followed by a coast phase that we won't be covering, but we will be covering later on our social media. You will get a visual confirmation of a payload separation as was intended. Everything is looking very good so far. There you have it. Engines are throttling down with the gimbaling to get into a nominal trajectory. And there you have it, second engine cut off. Nominal parking trajectory insertion. Everything is looking very good so far. We're gonna say thank you for joining us today. We'll see you on our social media. Follow us to know if the mission was fully successful. We'll see you on the next launch. Good night.